Hi, everybody. I am Regal at regalcameron.com. I'm an author, a speaker, and a life coach. I empower women to activate their confidence frequency, to review their lives, reflect over their relationships, and to connect to the person who they want to be. You can find me on social media at Facebook and Instagram at Regal T. Cameron, and also on Instagram at Regal's Gems. I do have a new book called I Choose Me, The Real Woman's Guide on How to Get Over It for Real. So here is the new book. You can actually pick this up on Amazon. Price is about $25. It is worth it. It has it's a book about my life, but it also gives you programs to work through your issues, whatever it is that you want to do as far as personal development. Um, I can read a couple of the chapters for you, the chapter titles, excuse me. Um, Activate Your Confidence Frequency is one. Review your life, reflect over your relationships, and connect to the person that you want to be. Also, how to get over it for real, steps to forgiveness, and also breaking brokenness, living your best life by breaking brokenness. This book, when I put it together initially, was just going to be just a book about my life, but as I went through it, I started talking about the steps that I took to get healed through my personal development walk, and I just felt like, man, this is actually really a self-help book versus it just being a book about my life. So just pick it up at Amazon, $25. It will change your life because it changed mine. Okay. And I would like to say Happy New Year to everyone in the new year of 2020. Wow, 2020, a brand new decade. This is something that I never would have thought when I graduated high school that 2020 I would be in a new decade of 2020. It's just unreal, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so today, this is my first video of the year. I finally got my nerve back up to get back to doing videos. I know you probably can say, well, why did you have to get your nerve back up? It had been a while. I've gone through a couple things in the last year, and some changes have come about, but they have been good changes that have come about. I've really had some life-changing events, but I really would like to do a story time today to talk about gratitude. And it's literally about the first day of the year for me, my first day of 2020, January 1st, 2020, my first day, and how I literally had to take the lesson of gratitude. It was really crazy. So by the way, if you like this video, please, if you like what I'm saying, please hit the like button, share, follow, subscribe, depending on if you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook or if you're on Instagram. I'd really appreciate it if what I'm saying connects with you, please follow, share, like. I believe I could give you a lot of my wisdom of things that I've been through over the years, and that can really help to change your life and better your life. So back to story time. January 1st, 2020 for myself. And before I'm going to talk about first is gratitude. What is gratitude? The simple definition of gratitude is being thankful, a state of being a state of being grateful, or being thankful. It is also an expression of appreciation. It's a feeling that you get of joy within inside of your spirit, within inside of your heart. It involves recognizing when something really good has happened to you, or when something not so good has happened to you, but you look at the good side of what is happening to you. Um, and it really changes your frequency. That's the only way I can explain it, because it makes you feel better when you really sit in the emotions of gratitude. So that's what gratitude is. So I'm going to start out with talking about my vacation, because I actually took Christmas off, the week of Christmas, and I took part of the week off of New Year's. So it's like that Monday after Christmas I took off. I went into work to just really see what was going on, see if I needed anything to do, but then I was off the rest of the week. So that was actually awesome. Vacation was good, and it really went well. New Year's Eve was my normal New Year's Eve. I normally stay home. As you get older. Before in my 20s, I would go out and party the next year in. And I don't quite do that anymore because it's too many drunk folk out there on the road, drunk, drinking and driving, and I ain't really trying to get hit by nobody, drinking and driving and acting a fool. So I stay home in the safety of my home. I used to go to church and do, watch night, and I don't do that no more. So I just stay home, and it was me and my little kitty cats, Howard and Penny, loved them too. We all literally just brought the New Year's in, laying in the bed watching TV, which was cool. It was relaxing. It was great. So here it is, Christmas, New Year's Eve, we bring it in. Literally, after the clock strikes midnight, boom, everything goes off and I go to sleep. Wake up next morning, New Year's Day. Just pilling around the house, doing things, just doing a little folding the clothes because on the day before, I had washed some clothes. So I pulled some stuff out of the dryer, went folding up clothes, doing stuff around the house, and I had a couple errands to run. Just some things to pick up for like the next week for lunch and things. So I went out and I did my normal shopping. I think I went to a couple places. I went and got a gratitude jar, so that and I really blinged it out, and it's really really cute. So if you can hold on just 1 second, I know this is crazy in this video, but I'm gonna run and go get it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here I am. I am back. See, it was just that quick. I literally just ran to my room and got it. So basically, I literally on that day, on the first day of the year, I went to Michael's and I bought the jar. I bought this jar. It was only like $4, the actual jar itself. Now, and I also bought this. I bought this little thing right here, the blingage around here, and I hot glued it on. And I did round like part of the bottom. Part of the bottom, I hot glued it on because I wanted something really girly because I'm just a really girly person. Everything else on the jar was stuff that I just had, little craft stuff that I had around the house, and I hot glued it on my jar. So basically, with my gratitude jar, what I do is whenever I think of something that I'm grateful for, I take a sticky note and I literally write down what I'm grateful for, and I fold it up and I put it in the jar. So on this particular one, I wrote down 3 things. I wrote down I am grateful to fulfill my destiny. I am aware of my destiny, and I am grateful for, wow, Sade, why I do. That is my marketing coach who helps me with my business. And if what you do is after you've written everything down, you put it in your jar and you close your jar back up. And then what I do is whenever I'm having a bad day and I need to be reminded of what I'm thankful for and what I'm grateful for, I go to my gratitude jar. I try to write down at least a couple times a day. Maybe at the end of the day, I'll go in and I'll write something on the paper and then put it in the jar. But anyway, on with the story because I done went off on a tangent. But anyway, I don't know the story. I got my gratitude jar, went to Michael's, got the jar. I left from Michael's. I went to Target and picked up some stuff from Target. And then I also went, I think, to the dollar store to go get some candles because, the dollar store got some really good candles. And they only $1. So, why not? So I went and picked up some candles. So I had myself on my way back home. I was like, well, I'm going to stop and get me something to eat. And at first, I was going to, I can't remember what restaurant it was I was going to go to, but oh, it was Subway. I was gonna go to Subway to get a Subway sandwich, and them jokers closed at 4 o'clock. You hear me? On New Year's, they closed at 4 o'clock because it was New Year's. Normally, restaurants don't close early on New Year's. They either close all day or they open all day. But Subway was closed. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go to Walmart. So I went to Walmart and I literally picked up everything that I wanted to put on my sub so I could make me a sub sandwich, got my chips and everything. And I was going to come home, eat my little sub sandwich and be happy as a little camper. Okay, went to Walmart, got that guy in the car, headed home, pulled up into the driveway, pulled out the keys, looked at my keys, no house keys. Do you hear what I say? Car keys, but no house keys. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't get into the house. The house is locked. My windows in my dining room are all, the blinds are up. What am I going to do? So instead of going into a panic, I literally call the apartment office to get to maintenance because this was after hours. Literally by the time I get from Walmart and after doing everything, it was about 6 o'clock by the time I got through doing everything that I needed to do and called there. How about every time I called, it would go to the answering service and the answering service would hang up. I was like, what in the frackanakle is going on? Why is the phone hanging up on me? So when I moved into my new apartment, which that would be another story time because, oh gosh, last year was a learning experience. But anyway, so when I first moved into my new apartment, the water was not right. It was like, I guess because it's a new remodeled apartment where they literally put marble countertops. I have an island. I have hardwood floors. So it had been sitting off the market because they were doing all the renovations. So they literally did not run the hot water tank or the water tank to put in fresh water. So literally after I did my move into my apartment, literally all day long, moving in, I get to the point where I'm ready to take a shower and I can't take a shower or a bath because all the water that's coming out all crazy. I know this is like going off on another story, but I'm gonna connect it. So I couldn't get in touch with the rental office. So what I did was I scrolled down in my phone and I got to the maintenance guy who came to fix the water the first night I moved in. Or actually the second night he came and they fixed the water. The first night I ended up at a girlfriend's house taking the shower because the dang water wasn't working right. But anyway, I called the guy and I told him what was going on and he said he would call the guy, the maintenance person that was on call for that night. So I literally waited an hour. And during that hour that I was waiting, I went to go back. I backtracked. I went back to Walmart. I went back to Subway. I went back to the dollar store. I even went back to Michael's to trace my steps, thinking that maybe I could find the keys. Come back to the apartment after an hour, call him. This idiot would not answer the phone. So at this point, I was about to get 38 hot. But then I said to myself, if you get pissed off, what is that going to do? If you get angry because this person is not answering the phone, you're just going to be angry and frustrated and aggravated. So I literally made a decision to look at the situation and say, okay, what's good about the situation? And I know y'all probably thinking, ain't nothing good about the situation. You locked out your house. What you going to do? So what I did in that moment, I said, let me think about my options. I can try to get back on the internet, find another number for the rental office, and call again. Did that. Called the number, got a regular answering service, and was able to put in an emergency order saying, hey, I'm locked out of my apartment. I need somebody to come let me in. Finally get a call back. Did that, and it only took them like 10 to 15 minutes to call me back. So they called me back and I told the guy what was going on. And he's like, ma'am, we can't do lockouts after dark. We can't let you in your apartments. That's something that you'll have to call either a locksmith or you're gonna have to find somewhere else to stay at tonight because we can't come out and do lockouts. He says that is company policy. Now, mind you, the idiot that I called an hour and 15 minutes beforehand, the maintenance guy could have told me that, but this numbskull didn't do it. So I was like, okay. When he told me that, I didn't get mad. I didn't go off on a tangent. I know I'm doing really good because I ain't cussed the man out. Because I'm like, y'all are supposed to help me, but I didn't. And so when he said that they couldn't do it, it was company policy. They can't come out at night to open up the door for people who've been locked out of their apartments. I was like, okay, thank you. And I got off the phone with him. And then I said to myself, Regal, you have got to look at the good part of the situation. Look at the situation in a good way. Find the good in what's going on. Find the solution in what's going on. So as I sat there and I thought about it, I said I could call a locksmith and have the locksmith come and open up the door. But then I thought about it and I said, it's New Year's Day. Any locksmith that comes out today is going to charge me probably anywhere from $300 to $500 just to open up my door. And I'm like, do I got $300 to $500 to open up this door? Yeah. Do I want to spend $300 to $500 just to open up this door? No, I didn't. So I said, what else can I do? So I called my best girlfriend and I said, hey, this is what's going on. She actually lives in the same apartment complex as I do. Oh, sorry about the shaking. I'm moving the table. She lives in the same complex as I do. So I called her because literally I had been crying because the frustration was getting to me, but I wasn't angry. I was just frustrated. And I said, hey girl, this is what's going on. I have literally locked myself out of the house. I went and backtracked, tried to find the keys, couldn't find the keys, called the rental office. They said that they can't do lockouts at night. I need a place to lay my head till in the morning. Then I can go to the office at 8:30. They'll give me the key and then I can get into my house and get the spare key. Now, mind you, I thought the spare key, okay, tablet. I thought the spare key was in my pocket, my purse, because normally I keep a spare car key and a spare house key in my purse at all times. Well, this time I had switched purses and I didn't have the key. So what I did after talking to her, she was like, girl, come on, you can say, we got you. So I went and stayed with her and her daughter for the night, which was actually pretty good because we had some girl time and we chit-chatted and everything. And after I thought about my reaction to everything, I was so grateful that I had somewhere to go. I was so grateful that I didn't have to spend anywhere from $300 to $500 on a locksmith to come and open up. I was grateful that the rental office opened up at 8:30 and I could go get the key, get my spare key, get them back that key, and go make some more keys. And now I have a backup key in my purse that stays all the time. I have another key that I keep in my room, and then my girlfriend also has a key to my apartment, which she needs to give me her key to the apartment because we discussed that we was gonna switch keys because neither one of us. I didn't want to go through this lockout thing again, and she doesn't even want to experience it. But I was really grateful that I had a safe place to lay my head. I was really grateful that I live in a safe neighborhood because the neighborhood that I lived in before, it was safe, but don't leave nothing in your car. It was an okay neighborhood, affordable neighborhood, okay neighborhood. Questionable characters walked around, but for the most part, as long as I didn't go out after night, I felt all right. But it wasn't as safe as the place that I live now. Um, I had left my blinds up in my dining room, literally, because now I live in a one-bedroom apartment versus a two-bedroom apartment. My office is my dining room, which actually is part of my living room, which is really kind of weird. And having to downsize to such a small place, but I actually love where I live now. And literally, my blinds were up, so literally you could see all my computers and my monitors, even though the lights were out. So anybody that passed by, the only way that they would notice what was in the house is if they literally crossed over the bars to get in to look at the windows. And I felt safe that my house wasn't going to get broken into. And that, I was grateful for that. I was thankful for that. Even though I was locked out of my house, I felt safe because I live in a safe neighborhood. I had a girlfriend's house that I could go to. I had a safe place to lay my head. And I had someone there to comfort me in my distress. And gratitude it's really about life and how you see life. Because I could have took that whole scenario and went negative. But I decided to look at it and look at the parts that I could be thankful for. And I'm telling this story because it was the first thing that happened to me the first day of the year of the new decade, 2020. And I want to let people know if anything goes wrong in your life, no matter how small, no matter how tiny it might be, or no matter how big it might be, look at the good side of it. Look at the part that you can be grateful for, because gratitude can literally change your life for the better. It can literally lift your spirits. For me, knowing that I had those three things, I had a place to lay my head. I had a girlfriend who was understanding, was like, girl, come on, me and my daughter, we cool, we got you. And then knowing that even though I left the blinds up in my apartment, I didn't have to worry about it getting broken into. Knowing that I lived in a safe neighborhood. So as you go through your day, as you go through your work day, I would like for you to take the time and think about what you're grateful for. Whether if it's your job, whether if it's for your husband or your wife or your family or your friends. Because when you think about the things that you're grateful, it brings you joy. It brings your spirit joy. It lifts your spirit. It helps you to become a better person because you're in a different mind frame. You're in a different mindset. You take yourself to a level of calmness and spirituality that you wouldn't normally be in. It takes away stress, and it also takes away the aggravation when you have gratitude. So just take some time out of your day and just think about the good things. And even if you got a job that you don't like, think about the good things about the job that you don't like. You got a job that's paying the bills. You got a job to where you can pay your rent, put food on the table, take care of your family, and think of it in that way. Okay? So that's it for my story time this time, first day of the year. So I would really like to start with some announcements here. I am going to be doing a beta course called Activate Your Confidence Frequency. This course is normally worth $1,297. The beta course is going to be no cost to you. All I would like from you is is an exchange of feedback and testimonials. This is a personal development program that I will give you a clear definition of what gratitude is and what meditation is, and also how to feel the gratitude, the steps into feeling gratitude, and how it enlightens your life and how it activates your confidence frequency. Because literally, when you're in a space of joy and peace and happiness, your life is elevated, your frequency is elevated. And this particular course is going to I'm going to be giving group coaching, as well as I'm going to have a community of Activate Your Confidence, a private Activate Your Confidence Frequency community. And this is going to be from, oh gosh, I'm sorry. I thought I had my dates wrote down. Let me pull this up on my computer. So the dates are going to be for the course from February 16th to February 29th. It's going to be a 2-week course. And literally, I'm going to go through step by step on how to activate your confidence frequency, and literally giving you some group coaching and ideas and things that you can do in your life to make your life better. If you would like to sign up for this free beta course that is worth $1,297, just click the link below, answer the 7-question survey. Literally, it's just 7 questions. You probably can be done with it within 5 minutes of taking the survey. And then I will get back to you within probably a week before the course starts. And also, don't forget, I have a book that's called I Choose Me, The Real Woman's Guide on How to Get Over It for Real. You can actually pick that up on Amazon. And that's it for my video today, you guys. Wow. Don't forget, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Regal T. Cameron. And on Twitter, you can find me at Regal's Gems. Thank you for watching. I have had this saying that has been in my head since the beginning of the second week of the year, because I started working out. And before I got up on, I think it was a Tuesday morning, I have been wanting to get back into working out, and this thing was ringing in my head. If you want something different in life, you got to do something different to get it. So for the since I've been working out now for 7 days, today is day 7. And I'm going to do it for 21 days because I want to get this habit going, because I really have some things as far as body is concerned of what I want to do with my health. I want to be healthier. I want to be fit. So as you go through your day and you're thinking about stuff that you want to do, remember, if you want something different in life, you got to do something different in life. So that means take the steps to make the changes. Because you can think about it all day long. Thinking about it ain't doing nothing about being about it or doing anything about it. So literally, if you want something different, do something different and get it done. Thank you for watching my video, and have a great evening. Bye.